Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. So in my last video, we did a beginner sky, little nighttime scene, some clouds blending, moonlight, glow, all of it. Well, this time here, we're going to do the bottom half. We're going to do a little seascape, and I really enjoy those. I recently just got into doing them, and I kick myself that I didn't start them sooner because they're so fun. So yeah, let's get started. And we're going to use three colors. We're going to use the Phthalo Green, Phthalo Blue, and Titanium White. That's it. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get started. All right, so let's get into some Phthalo Blue. Again, we're just tapping into the brushes so that we don't get all glumpy. Glumpy was what I said in the last video, if you watched it, on all the clouds here. So I'm just going to go up here and put some of the blue, Phthalo Blue, for our base coat. Right up to that horizon line. Now I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, black canvas here, and I put some liquid medium down so that we can help blend. Now for liquid medium, you can use any of your favorite stuff. You can use the Bob Ross liquid clear. Grumbacher has a liquid clear you can use. You can use linseed oil. You know, it really just kind of depends on personal preference and how you want to apply it as it comes. So we're just mixing a little bit of that Phthalo Green in with it, like we did up here at the top of the sky. I'm not cleaning the brush between applications of the colors, going back and forth and kind of just letting it blend and mix as it goes. Now on here, if you notice, I'm kind of going at a slight angle because I want that to kind of be our beach, our shoreline, if you will. We'll play around and do different stuff with it later. But clean the brush. Wasn't really a lot on it, so it didn't take much to clean it. We don't really use a lot of paint. That's one of the things that beginners, I myself included in the beginning, you know, we try to be like Bob and Bill Alexander and stuff, and you got globs of paint on your palette. You don't really need that much paint. You don't need that much paint at all for this. Little goes a long way. Oil paint being so thick, you don't need a lot of it. Alright, so here I did my fan brush and a little bit of titanium white. It's a real rough fan brush. Bristles are all kind of in business for themselves, and I kind of like that for this because it gives that little extra kind of pops, you know what I mean, like as it goes on the water. It makes it those little facets, you know what I mean. We're going to smooth it out and blend it out anyway, but I want that real concentrated white right under the moon, give that reflection, kind of like what we're doing with the clouds up here. We want it to be brightest at that light source, and then go out further and further. It just gets a lighter and lighter touch. So I've gotten to where I really like using these brushes here. They come in a pack. They're just fine touch brushes. You get it at Hobby Lobby, but you know, I like them for what I do. There are better out there. There are worse out there. But we do what we can with what we have. And right now, this is what I have. So just take the flat brush. Nice and light, straight. See how that starts to give just the illusion of this. That's that foggy, distancy. You know, we're gonna start again right here at our lightest point. Go out and just bam. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing down here. Now see, we're starting to turn into some of that green. You notice that? Go from that really nice phthalo blue, you start seeing that green right there, which that's awesome, I think. I really do. I think it's so cool how when we put that base coat and that bottom, you know, where it just still looks black, but man, we start popping it in like that, and it starts turning all kinds of cool colors and stuff. The way they blend, it's just awesome. It's amazing. Just do that again real quick, just kind of get some different effects. Because honestly, I mean, that's Bob used to talk about it, you know, the illusion of mist and the illusion of distance. And really, I mean, that's really all painting is if you think about it. It's just taps on a canvas to make it look like certain things. You're not, I mean, we're not doing photorealism here. You know what I mean? Like this is all an illusion. You know, I mean, it's just these here. Oh, that's the illusion of a wave. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just, we're just trying to play tricks on the eye to make it look a certain way, and sometimes we can do that. So I'm going to start making some little waves. Like I said, I really like this rough brush for that. You know, I mean, because it just kind of makes that more choppy, that choppy water. You know what I mean? Like that kind of messy, violent water. Water really is violent. It can be so delicate or so violent. I mean, it really just depends. You know, I mean, you think, look at hurricanes and stuff, you know, the devastation that it can cause, you know, through the wind and everything, you know, but that water, you know, it can take, you know, erosion. You know, it's just, it's amazing how violent water can be. All right, so I'm just gonna sweep that back a little bit and just rough it up. A lot of people will take, you know, just real fine fan brushes and whatever, but man, I really do prefer just to use these rough, just gnarly up fan brushes, because it makes that violent water, you know, to me. It's just that crashing kind of a, and I'm just going real close to that line. Keep that darkness like we did up in the clouds. So let's go here. Let's make that wave just right there. Okay. Right there. Let's make it come crash down. You know, you can hit that. I mean, you don't want to go too much. You don't want to make it too. That right there is actually kind of cool. I like that a lot. You don't want to make it too white, you know, because it'll start taking from it. You won't get those little breaks, those little color breaks, little nuances you can get. I'm just gonna drag this back a little bit. Not quite up to that edge. You want to keep that darkness, like I said. Yeah. I mean, doesn't that look cool? That rough, you know, with this brush like that. I really do just think that is the coolest. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen great seascapes being painted with the smooth brushes and stuff, and it looks great. And I've done the smoothness and stuff, but man, I started doing it with this rough one. Man, I just like it. It gets me excited, you know, when I see that that foamy kind of a just I don't know. I'm probably talking way too much, but that's what we're here for, right? So I'm gonna take a little bit of the phthalo blue, mixed in with some of that white, make it a real nice, pretty light blue color. And a little bit more white. And just mix it on the brush. I'm not really concerned with making it a certain color. We're just doing base color. A little bit darker too. It's too much white. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go in here at the corner of the brush, almost like we're making bushes. But you want that real just misty, you know. And that's the effect we're doing by just tapping like this. A little bit more. Like I say, on these here, I like to use just that corner, almost like we're doing the evergreens. You just want a nice base to that for like a shadow. Let's go a little bit through here. I know I added that white first, and maybe I shouldn't have, but hey, you know what? It's all right. It's all gonna mix. It's gonna be great. Yeah, like that. So with that, we can hit a little bit more kind of splash and foam or any kind of little doodads we want here, a little mist. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that, like that. I like it. All right, get some of that white, just pure titanium white. None of the blue mixed in it. I'm gonna make some of that foam and mist. Come right up here, just like we did earlier with that blue. Maybe thin it down just a little bit, little tiny bit. The thin paint sticks to the thick paint, just like Mr. Ross used to say. If you have a problem making it to where it starts clumping up on you and stuff like that, you just thin it down a little bit. You'll be able to get some of that effect we're trying to achieve. Just a little tiny bit of paint thinner. You don't want to have too much because you're making water right here. If you put too much paint thinner on there, that water will run right off your canvas. It won't care. It'll get out of here. It'll actually become the wave you're creating. We just want a picture of it. We don't want a movie. And that's what you're going to get if you use too much of the thinner. You're going to get a movie. You're going to watch it go right off. Alright, let's get a little bit up in here. Like we did. Just that little bit of... We don't want it too crazy. We don't want it too much. We just a hint of that splash and that's fine. And then, yeah, I like that. I like it. All right, now I don't know if there's enough phthalo green right here, but I want to green that up a little bit. I'm just gonna hit a little tiny bit of phthalo green. Phthalo, I don't really know what they want to call it. We're gonna make that eye. I want it to be bright. I want it to be a real bright eye. I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So now we take a little bit of titanium white with some of that green still on there. All I do is just basically just wiped it off with that rag. So what we're doing with that titanium white, we're almost kind of making like a mint green. And that's gonna be really pretty with this wave, I think. All right, it's supposed to be real light right here. Ooh, look at that guy. We don't want a lot of it. I don't want so much there. That's enough. We're just gonna blend it out with the same brush we did the clouds with. I'm gonna trickle that through. I like that. All right, if I can find that brush. All right, let's just go super light. Flip it off. Go up in here. I like that. Just blending it super easy. Super light. With this little knife, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little roll of some of that the titanium white mixed with some of that mint green we just did and the light blue. And we'll start creating our beach line, or shoreline, whatever. That might be a little bit too much there. Let's see if we can try to blend that out. Let's do that there. A little bit. Yeah, let's do this. So let's go. The further away you get, you want these lines to be more flat, but as you come up to that eye, you want them to be going up a little higher, like that there, like you're starting to arc it. This is completely the wrong brush, but I'm using it anyway. Alright, so let's go here. Actually, you know what, let's make our happy little accident there. Let's try something. Darken that up a little bit, but we'll still have it to where that light is reflecting to that, so like making the sand look kind of blue. That's kind of cool. Let's go here. Make another one here. Now that's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Like I said, this is my practice canvas. Can you see that little guy right there? That little hole. It was like that when I bought it. Got it out of the package. Noticed a little hole. I said, wow, how can we fix that? We can't. I can't. So I'm just making a practice canvas. A little bit of titanium white and phthalo blue on a liner brush. I'm gonna go up here and just start making these little veins. A little bit more light. You don't want them all the same color. You know, highlights. Because that water is very much alive. You don't want it to just look all flat and boring. We don't look all flat and boring. Alright. Now with that, I'm going to clean this off real quick. Because I like the way those veins look. Those are fine. I'm going to get a little bit more of that titanium white. It will have a little bit of blue in it, but that's fine. We're going to go right under here with that moon. We want to make just these little indications of lighter. Lighter area where that moonlight hitting. Get a little bit more in there. All right, with that, I think we put a signature on it. What do you think? Not really gonna be able to see this one. Well, that's okay. We'll know it's there. All right. Here comes the 3. I like it. So there you have it, guys. That's the little seascape we did. I think it turned out pretty cool, and I enjoyed doing it. I'm kind of maybe starting to get the hang of doing this whole recording thing. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys come back for another one, because I'm not going anywhere. This is just too fun for me, so I like it. And yeah, can't wait to see what we do next. Thanks for watching. See ya.